Good morning, this is Grace Power, and today I wanted to talk about the Sedona Method, which is a class that you can attend. I think they host it in Arizona, but it's actually also available in book form and on a CD set that you can get and just listen to it. You can listen to the program that way. And I was blessed years ago, a little over 10 years ago, by a friend who gave me the CD set, and I was able to listen to the CDs and learn about the Sedona Method. And since then, have been able to utilize it in my life. And I'm just going to share what it is in a nutshell, but obviously it has the whole program because you can go in more depth and learn how to use it on a deeper level or just a more effective level, especially if you have something that's some sort of thing in your life that's really strenuous or worrisome, or maybe a relationship that you're having a lot of struggle with. And the little tip that I give today might not be effective. You might want to go through the course and learn a little bit more about it and some of the ways you can use it on a more effective level. But in a nutshell, what it is basically, if you take your fist, and you can even use like a tennis ball or something to hold in your fist. Um, but sometimes when I'm just driving around and notice how I have a lot of worries going on in my head, I just squeeze my fist. So you basically just squeeze that tennis ball or your fist really tight, and you start thinking of the thoughts that are worrisome about a certain problem or a person or an event, or maybe you're worried about something, you're nervous about something coming up, whatever it is, and you think about all the thoughts that are kind of rolling through your head, and you put them into that tennis ball or into that fist, and you just squeeze really really tight, and you just put all that pressure and just squeeze it, and and you just let your brain just kind of dump, you just kind of do a brain dump, put all those worries in there, and you'll kind of get to a point where you've dumped all the worries in. There's no more worries kind of coming around in your head. You're like, okay, yep, I got them all in there, they're trapped. And then you just squeeze those worries really hard, as hard as you can, and then when you're ready, you just release. And if you're holding a ball, it'll drop out of your hand. And if you're not holding a ball, which, like I said, I do it even without a ball, you'll feel your muscles and your hand sort of have that release of tension, so you get the feeling of like this release. And then take a deep breath. And a lot of times it's like those thoughts are gone. You got them out of your head, you put them in there, you squeezed them in there, you let them go, and they're just not there anymore. And it's such a great feeling. And it's a really great exercise. You can do it on simple little things, like, let's just say, your laundry's piling up, and you just realize that, you kind of keep thinking, oh, I got to do the laundry, when am I going to have time, I got to, do this, what if I have to stay up late and get the laundry done, or, and you're just having like this kind of stress about the laundry. And you could just take something that simple and just squeeze it in your fist, put all those thoughts that you're worried about, and put it in there and just release. And then you'll find that you're just free. You're free from that worry. It's just not there. It's not there in your mind anymore. And life goes on, and your laundry gets done when it gets done, and there's just not any stress about it. So that's just a simple thing. I've also done it when I've had anger or frustration with another person, and that works really well to put all of that anger or frustration towards that other person. Just put it in your fist and just squeeze it, and just mind dump it. Put all those thoughts, even if they're crazy thoughts that like, I just want this person out of my life, or I just want this person to be uh, given like, just have terrible things happen to them, or have You know how our minds are kind of crazy sometimes. So you take all those crazy thoughts and you put them into that fist and you just squeeze it and then you let it go and you just release. And then you're free. Your brain is like free from those thoughts. Now, every once in a while, because of the way our brains are kind of wired, to create sort of this habitual thought process, sometimes those will come back, maybe that evening or the next day or even the next week. Maybe you'll find yourself kind of having, oh, here the thoughts are again, they're kind of rumbling around, and you can do that method again. But a lot of times people just have freedom, something that they've been worried about or stressing about for years and years and years and years, and they do the Sedona method and it's just gone, and they never have to worry about it again. So it's such a great exercise. It's really something I would want everybody to have access to, and that's why I wanted to share it on this channel. But it comes in handy. It really comes in handy for the minor things, to give you relief in your mind, and it comes in handy for the bigger things that maybe are keeping you up at night, or causing you to be aggressive towards your family members or your children, just because you have this stress in your head, and it could not even be related to them, but you're stressing about it, maybe a financial stress or something, and you just take all that stress, worry, put it in your fist or your tennis ball, whatever you have, let it go, and now you're free. You're just free from that. It doesn't need to be bouncing around in your head. It doesn't do anybody any good, right? Usually you don't think of solutions when you're just worry, worry, worry. You usually think of solutions once you release. So, if your brain is trying to come up with a solution to a problem, by releasing the worries of it, now your brain's clear to think of the solution or come up with the solution. So anyways, check it out. I'm going to just show you on Amazon where you can find it. And that way you'll know what to look for. So this is the Sedona Method book. This is like the course book, and it says Course Plus, so it might have some other things that go along with it. And then this is the workbook. Or you can just go right to the whole kit and caboodle. This has the CDs, it has the workbook, and then this is what I was given to borrow, and I listened to these CDs, and that's how I learned about it. So this is another great one, and looks like it's about $60. So that's what I recommend. That's where you can find it. I'll put the link in below the video for the course and for the CD set, so you can check it out on Amazon. And I think that's all I'll say for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.